and welcome back to Let's Play Banished. In the last episode, we slightly recovered from a shortage of people. I mean, we're still not there, but we're having plenty of children to replace the current adults, so I am somewhat optimistic for the future now. We're also gaining a small bit of food, which is fine. We are slowly growing cattle, so this will produce things soon as well, and it seems they don't give milk, so we're only getting leather and the meat from those. Which will happen once we once the farm is filled, because as you may notice, or as you may be aware, both can't be gathered without the animal in question expiring. It is not very nice to do it before the animal has expired, and I do not advise to do that. And I shouldn't have to point that out, just as a side note. Oh look, we're down to 12 out of 66, we were at 14, so the first gravestones are already decaying, which is nice. This will still fill up at some point. And I'm glad you don't have to have the corpse carried to the graveyard, or at least that is nothing that wastes one production or one hauling job, and does the time of one of your precious workers. Okay, one thing I wanted to discuss is the boarding house versus the small homes as a start. As I mentioned earlier, Banished is a game about finding your routine, finding your build order, and going with that. Also, what I'd really like to see would be a button to increase that later on. So, for example, if I wanted to expand that over to this row, it would be nice to have a button that allows me to do just that. Then we're gonna try to bot. Will this be copyright infringement now? I don't know. So yeah, it's a game about finding your build order, finding your way that works, and sticking with that and iterating it until it is so well done that it works every time for you. And I know some people use the boarding house as their first building. I'm not a fan of that personally, because firstly, it will hit the happiness and it costs a lot of resources, which means it takes a long time to build. So you've seen that I've been using like 2 builders at the start, which means they would have taken ages to build this one thing. If you just build one wooden house, it is done much faster and you still get heat for your entire population. So I find this a bit more favorable in the beginning, because of course you will miss out on children, as those won't be born to all the families that don't have their own house, whereas the boarding house will count as a home for those and will give you children. But on the other hand, you also don't have the production capacities to fill those hungry mouths. So having more children might also, or growing too fast, will actually be your doom. I'm not sure the boarding house has like one inventory, or if every family tries to stock up there. I would suppose it only has one, so it makes sense, but it's still a dangerous thing to do. I mean, you've seen how we've been struggling at the beginning, and you've seen how close I was to starvation at some points. So, yeah, that's just my opinion. I mean, apparently the boarding house works too, but I like my way better. Also, look at the stockpile being almost full. By the way, I won't sell any iron or stones. I will not touch those, because those are finite on the map, so if everything is eventually mined out, we will not gain anything else. Oh my, that's not good. That is not good. I suppose the last fisherman will have... No, one of the foresters can do it. Okay. It always gets worse before it gets better. And we have plenty of potential new guys and new workers waiting in line or waiting in the school. But they haven't grown up yet. So right now we're still in trouble. And look at all those deaths. It's like death is the only thing happening in our village right now. And I don't know if I like that, but who cares? And I can't reiterate that enough, but I would really appreciate some nomads now. Also, how are we doing family-wise? How many families do we have? 9. We're back down to 9. That kinda sucks. How are we doing on leather? Inventory, leather. We have 12 leather again. We'll get more once this pasture here starts producing. Oh look, the cleric has died. I think it could have still been the very first cleric we had. Oh, that's not good. The people can die during childbirth. That happens. It happened in that time. It kind of sucks because you will also lose the child. And we just lost our hunter. Okay. This is a kind of bad event because it also removes this person from... it removes a person that could give birth to more children, as they usually produce children in their youth or in the very midst of their lives. I'm also not sure that if people try to marry again, like if they would try to look for another partner, or if they won't. We could go through here, but it's kind of hard to tell because... Okay, I think this was the place where the hunter lived, because we have a... actually, no, we don't. This is probably not the right place, because we have a female, and males don't usually die during childbirth, although I suppose they can die during childbirth, but it's not causally connected to the childbirth itself. Whereas women do die during childbirth, sometimes. This is also not the right place. This might be the place. Okay, so let's keep an eye on that. Do you have a lot of single parents here? Maybe this town is the future. I mean, I still don't know when we are playing this. Like at which point in time this is supposed to be set in. I suppose it might be... well, this cow is kind of escaping here. Can you pick that up, please? Yeah, I suppose it's like the 17 to 1800s. Although there wasn't that much space to just banish people towards, except maybe in the US somewhere. I don't know. I'm not that good with history. I'll admit that, really. But yeah, it would be interesting to know, just on a technological standpoint. It would be nice to know what is possible and what's not. Also, my woodcutting friend, you will go for something. Okay. Look at that, we dropped about 5 adults here. I think we were at 18 to 19, so yeah, I think we were at 19 at some point. At 18 during most of the last episodes, so yeah, we lost 4 adults, and that kinda hurts right now. It's not that much of a deal later when you really have like 30 laborers sitting around and doing nothing. But right now we don't have that, so again it kinda hurts to lose even one of those guys. And I don't like that. But there's literally nothing I can do. I mean, I have those 3 houses now. I could have done that earlier. But yeah, right now that's all I can do. I have those homes, all I need now is the families moving over and people growing up and people founding families and all that stuff. Things like that take a while. I mean, you know that from real life politics. It just takes a while until a new generation grows up and does stuff. And that's exactly where most modern politics are struggling, because the next generation will be far beyond the next election period. And that is what people care about in politics. They care about being re-elected, not about doing something that is long-term good. But let's not delve into that for now. Politics is not the most interesting topic, and it is a topic that I could go on about if people wanted me to, but it's also a bit bound to the current time. Oh look, we have we have a third laborer now, so I could actually... Okay, no we don't. I was about to say, yeah, we could use him as a replacement for something we have lost, like I could put him into the harbor to work there. Yeah, we'll make this guy a hunter, not a fisherman, because I want some more leather. I think this will always bug me. You have cows that don't produce milk. Maybe it's... Actually, no. I mean, you have chicken that produce eggs, which is something that also only female chickens do. I guess we'll just butcher all the males if the time comes. We clearly have male and female cows. I mean, they are reproducing. So, not sure about that. There must be some milk cows. But maybe it was just not coded into the game, I don't know. All I know is that I think it doesn't make too much sense to not have cows that give milk. Well, I guess I see what you're doing here. So it's okay. I mean, okay, milk goes bad quite fast as well, so maybe that's the reason. Maybe there is like a background milk production, but it's instantly used up. Would be interesting. Although I suppose you could make cheese. Then again, this little hut will probably not be enough to make cheese in. Ooh, a trader. Let's see what he has. The seed merchant. We can now have corn seeds. I want corn seeds. Let's trade all those coats. Actually, let's not trade all... let's try that. We'll have 1,500. Actually, let's not do that. Let's start with the firewood, because that is replaced quicker. So 100 units left. Let's give him 50 of that. Oh, we are doing way too much here. Yeah, I know. Let's not do that. And I'm just too lazy to do the math here. So let's put 7 in here, and let's get one of my firewood back. Yeah, I'm haggling for 1 unit. Okay, we'll trade those seeds. And there is no point in placing an order here, because we just got corn seeds. So there are still... Oh wow, those clerics die like flies. There are still 15 other seeds, so there is a chance of 1 in 16 that he will bring the corn seeds again next year. Which is pretty low. I will place orders once we actually want certain goods. Like, I will place an order for sheep at the next livestock merchant. And I will most likely place an order for other seeds once we actually get to that point. Like, once we get to farming, once we get to... shut the hell up. Once we get to requiring certain seeds. Like, once I get to the point where I think about filling this grid, I will try to buy seeds. And I will try to order specific seeds just so I can get this filled quicker. I mean, you could also just wait for it. But I don't feel like waiting too long. I'm also not sure if how I'm going to end this, because if your town runs well and doesn't get hit by a tornado too badly, you can pretty much do this infinitely. Your town can last almost forever. So it's kind of hard to find an endpoint. I guess I will end it once we have like all the features, or maybe I will end it after 100 years. I won't go for all the achievements. So don't even think of that. Maybe I'll go for all the buildings, so I'll show you what we have, what can be done, and I don't know. It's just hard to find an end to a sandboxy game. We didn't set a certain goal, like we didn't set the goal of having 100 people or something like that. Maybe I should have done that. Although 100 people are really not much. I mean, let's have a look at the achievements quickly. Reach a population of 900, that is a lot. Really, it is a lot. I think I was at about something, maybe 500 at tops. Okay, I will never go for that achievement here. 300 people without building schools, that just seems counterintuitive. I don't want that. Yeah, that sounds kind of nice. See all those achievements here. 2,000 stone paved road tiles. That's a lot. It really is. A bridge that's 50 units long. I don't need that. Also, I don't know what counts as high happiness, if we hit high happiness already, or if we haven't. Yeah. Maybe we'll get that. Would be nice. But back to the game. Right now we're low on firewood because I kinda messed up the replacement. And we still had only 14 adults. Which is what gets me more worried. I mean, I will definitely end the display if the town gets wiped out by something. Like if we all starve to death, or if we all freeze to death, or if we all go down a Tetris spiral, or if we all die to a herd of stampeding chickens or whatever. But I'm a bit more concerned about the length of this display. I mean, I'm having fun right now, and I suppose once people start watching those videos, they will have fun as well. But there is just very... yeah, it's just hard to end this Let's Play. I will certainly do it. I mean, not now, because we are still in the kind of building up phase. Although I'm still really struggling here. And this might not be the most interesting phase, because right now all I can do is wait for things to happen. And this is inherently not interesting. Also, I think I should have ended this episode a while ago now. Yeah, I should have, so I'm gonna do that now. Not sure what I'll talk about next time. I'm also not sure what we'll do next time, because I'm still too low on workers to actually build something. because everything we build except graveyards needs something to staff it. Like we need something to crew this, and I just don't have that. I mean, one thing I'm not so sure about is why the trading post would need up to like 20 people. It's nice once you have plenty of unemployed people because you get it filled really quick, but I never had that much trouble with the trading post here. It was never too much of an issue. Also, I wish you could also set a minimum to the trading post. Like only go get some of that if you have or only always leave like 50 firewood for the population, which is what's currently not happening. Oh, there he comes again. He will pick up all the firewood, but we didn't freeze, which is good. I know we're low on firewood. It's all because of this guy. Actually, let's check his home. We seem to have a running theme here. Not here, not here. Oh my goodness, it's the same home. Did you... Yeah, I think it's the same home. So we're having a trend here. We have this home, which is seemingly always inhabited by a surly old man who happens to be the town trader. That's kind of interesting. Anyway, I'm gonna cut the episode here. I'll see you all next time. Bye.